modern cowboy song, but it's dedicated to the idea of keeping alive the heritage of the American West. This one's called Echoes of the Trail.
There's another coyote wailing as the starlight paints the sky. There's a western breeze is singing a cowboy lullaby. When the cattle start to settle underneath the night's wing, and those ghostly riders rumble, that's the echoes of the trail from the canyons of Nevada to the blue Dakota grass, way across the wide Missouri and beyond the Beartooth Pass came the Longhorns and the Drovers, and the Pilgrims and the Rain. Destiny displaced the red man, leaving echoes of the trail. Well away, you old coyote, those city lights make stars shine, babe. We will gather to remember and hear echoes of the trail. Said the good old days are over, better days have come and gone, but there'll always be a cowboy telling stories, singing songs, riding circle on a good horse, doing his best job without fail, to watch a fading sunset, hearing echoes of the trail. Well away, you old coyote, those city lights make stars shine, babe. So we will gather to remember and hear echoes of the trail. So we will gather to remember and hear echoes of the trail.
It's are you getting a little warm?
That fiddle playing, boy, it's just there's something to you.
You're doing good.
Well, we do one called. We recorded a song. This was one of our brilliant moments. A few years ago, working Cowboy, everybody's heard legends about how much he's worked and how much he's been around cattle and all that stuff. And he recorded a real cowboy song. And as soon as he recorded it, it went straight to the bottom. He didn't get a bit of airplay. Of course, you guys have all heard of Willie Nelson, I'm sure, and how much cowboy work he's always done. Well, that was one of Willie's songs that didn't work. Then another working cowboy named Randy Travis re-released it several years later.
Good hard working cowboy.
And he too's got the reputation of being a good, hard-working cowboy. And he had about the same amount of luck with it too. That it got no airplay. Well, then a group, unknown group from Amarillo, named Palo Duro, with an Aggie being part of the group. Well, we came up with a bright idea. Those two failed. Why don't we record it? So we recorded the thing, and lo and behold, we had.
Hey, we've had just as much.
Yeah, we've had.
Success.
It went 10. Although we've been real surprised, it has been picking up quite a bit in airplay. So we're going to do one now that's a little bit more. Well, it started being popular in Europe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my helmet.
Don't forget your G-string over there.
Oh, take my
Your garter belt.
My garter belt. That's my garter. Holds down my.
Holds down your G-string, yeah.
Yeah, that's close enough for you.
Thanks, man. High on a mountain in western Montana, the silhouette moves across the cinnamon sky. Riding along a horse he called music, with a song on his lips and a tear in his eye. He dreams of a time and a lady that loved him, and I would sing her sweet lullabies. Now we don't ever ask him, he never talks about her. Guess it's just better we just let it slide. He'd sing ooh, to the lady, ooh, he makes some sigh. Now he ride away on a horse he called music, pain in his heart and a tear in his eye. Now he wrote the music from Boston to Bozeman for not too much money, way too much ride. But those were the days when a horse he called music and jumped through the moon and scale across the sky. Now all that's left of this time-old cowboy is nothing more but the sweet by and by. Trailing behind is a horse with no rider, a horse he called Memory, she used to ride. He'd sing ooh, to the lady. Ooh, he makes them cry. Now he ride away on a horse he called music, with a pain in his heart and a tear in his eye. High on a mountain in western Montana, two crosses cut across the cinnamon sky, marking the place where a horse he called music lays with a cowboy in the sweet by and by.
Thank you very much. By now you guys have heard and learned all there is to know about the Western history and the history of here in the Panhandle of Texas. Well, pretty much all of it. Hody left out some of it, pretty near. So we need to get Hody back up here to finish telling the truth. I mean, you know, while they're bringing your dessert,
One untold story.
there's still another story that hasn't been told about the Panhandle, about things that happened out here. Hody, would you come up here and tell the rest of the history of this country, please? Y'all bring him back up. That's Hody Porterfield.
I apologize. Someone asked me about the blood on my shirt. Well, I got away from the bear, but my ex-wife found me. Okay, the rest of the story. How many of you here have heard of a gentleman by the name of Buffalo Bill? Everybody? Well, now, how many of you knew that he had a sister? Anybody know that? No, I didn't think you did. Well, you knew. You dated her, I know. Yeah, after I did. Uh-huh, I know. Well, yeah, Buffalo Bill had a sister. Her name was Belle. Buffalo Belle. Let me tell you about her. History is full of tales of heroes long since gone, tales of bravery, might, and strength, stories both short and long. Now, I remember one such tale, if memory serves me well. A true to life, Old West hero, a gal named Buffalo Belle. Now, Belle weren't much to look at. She was ugly as homemade sin. She was half cross-eyed and buck-toothed and about that tall and thin. And Belle had an awful temper. She did not control it well. Why, if ever a bad man crossed her, she'd send him straight to, well, someplace he didn't want to be. And she'd do that deed post haste, because Belle never did believe there was time enough to waste. But Belle had one thing going for her that put all else to rest. She sure weren't much to look at, but she had the biggest hands and eyes that any man's ever seen. One day them eyes was blue and brown, the next day they was green. One morning, bright and early, the only light was a lamp. A herd of buffalo stampeded right through the center of camp. Now, this made Belle a little mad. Her garden had just started to grow. So in order to save those little plants, them buffalo had to go. Now, Belle ran right out in front of the herd thinking, these buffalo are such a menace. She reached right out and grabbed a bull by his great big arm. Anatomy is a wonderful thing, and I know it sounds absurd, but the bellowing of that bull changed the direction of the herd. As quickly as it had started, them buffalo left that camp behind, and there stood Belle in her bloomers. 13 good men went blind. Now, normally I don't hold a grudge, and I don't mean to be crass, but if I could get my eyesight back, I'd kick her skinny. But Buffalo Belle was a hero. She saved many lives that day. So the legend of Buffalo Belle lives on right up to this very day. Thank you.
Buffalo Bill.
Went out last night in search of romance. Thought I might get lucky, so I took a little chance. Now I'm feeling low. An ugly girl told me no. Here I sit, devastated. My libido derailed, my ego deflated. Got nowhere to go. An ugly girl told me no. She shut me right down, taught me a lesson. Hey, when it comes to women, you can't second guess them. Take my advice, boys, when you're looking for some fun. The ugly one ain't always the easy one, no. I pay the price, got no thrill. Went away like a hound dog with a nose full of quill. Whoa, what a blow. An ugly girl told me positively, absolutely no. Boys, I tell you, she was beer goggle beautiful. She still told me no.
Testifying. I hear some people out there. Testifying. Okay, Cody. Let's do a little miles and miles.
Well, I was born in Louisiana, down on the Ohio. Raised on shrimps and catfish, Mammy's good gumbo. Got that rambling fever, set by the mall. Cross that old Red River Lord, and this is what I saw. I saw miles and miles of Texas, now stars up in the sky. I saw miles and miles of Texas, gonna live there till I die. I rode up in the cow town, the cradle of the West. Just ask any cowboy, he'll tell you it's the best. Got this Texas cutie, got friendly with her paw, flicked into those big brown eyes, and this is what I saw. I saw miles and miles of Texas, now stars up in the sky. I saw miles and miles of Texas, gonna live there till I die.
Bass now.
I got a tainted drunkard, made every rodeo, till I met a mean one, his name was Devil Joe. Climbed right up that bridle, just to ride that hood out long. threw me about that saddle load, and this is what I saw. I saw miles and miles of Texas, saw stars up in the sky. I saw miles and miles of Texas, gonna live there till I die.
Oh, that was fun. Y'all have fun? Okay, time to do a little Gene Autry song. You might remember Gene Autry? Who was Gene Autry? Who said that? Gonna take us down south a little ways. One called South of the Border.
South of the border, down Mexico way. That's where I fell in love when the stars above came out to play. And as I wandered, my thoughts never stray. South of the border, down Mexico way. She was a picture in old Spanish lace. It's a true story. I have to tell a true story. I live in Amarillo, and I've got this little park. It's like walking distance from the house, but as you can tell, I don't walk much, so I rode down there with my little girl, and we were sitting on the park bench, and this little Irish guy comes down, and he sits down beside me, and I'm talking to my daughter, and we're having a nice father-daughter afternoon at the park, and he looks up over at me, and I said, looked at him and says, is there something wrong? He says, yeah, you're Americans. You think you're so dadgum smart. You think you know all. Well, feeling kind of cocky, I looked over at him. I said, well, we were the first country to put a man on the moon. He looks over at me and says, see, there you go, thinking you're all smart and know everything, just like a bloody American. I tell you what, we Irish, we're gonna one-up you. I said, really? And just, how do you plan on doing that? I mean, a man on the moon, that's pretty tough to one-up. Well, you see, we plan on being the first country to put a man up there on the sun. You do realize that, not even halfway there, you're probably gonna burn up. There you go, thinking like an American once again. We Irish, we plan on taking the trip at night.
True story, huh?
True story.
Okay. Well, we're going to try.
He had to switch from a cowboy guitar to a Irish guitar, and it's a little drunk, so you have to. Yeah, it's a little hot. When you get drunk, you get loud. So had just a little too much to drink on that guitar there. This was we planned on this. This was part of the show.
Well, so much of the music that we do it has a bit of a Spanish accent or a flavor to it, and is influenced by Spanish, and a lot of the cowboy music is. But we sometimes forget that quite a few of the cowboys and most of the folks that settled this part of the country weren't just, not if they weren't of the Spanish descent, most of them had a Scot-Irish descent. So a lot of the music was also influenced by Scot-Irish. So you see, you get a blend of both the Spanish and the old world or the Irish type. So we're going to do a little bit of something in the Celtic form to kind of offset that a little bit. If I can see boy, these lights are in the wrong place, but we'll see if we can get our way through this one. This is one called Sligo Creek, and it's about a river in Ireland that has healing powers for those that are pure of heart. I don't think anybody's been healed in quite a few. Anyway, go ahead and start. Hody?
Yeah.
I want to call Hody back up to tell us a little bit of story about the Scott Irish folks. Have you got a story for us?
Well, I may have.
Oh, my goodness. And what happened to you?
Oh, I had a bit of an accident.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just a wee bit. Actually, I just wrote a note to my boss to tell him what happened.
What did it say?
Well, it said, "Dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of me plight, for at the time of writing I'm not a pretty sight. Me body is all black and blue, me face a deathly grey, so I write this note to say why Paddy's not at work today. While working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. Now to throw them down from such a height 'twas not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, him being an awkward sod. He said I'd have to cart them down the ladder in me hod. To clear away the bricks by hand, it was so very slow that I hoisted up a barrel and secured the rope below. But in me haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel filled with building blocks was heavier than me. So when I untied the rope, the barrel fell like lead, and clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. I shot up like a rocket, and to my dismay I found that halfway up, I met the bloody barrel coming down. The barrel broke my shoulder as toward the ground it sped, and at the top, I hit the bloody pulley with me head. I clung on tight, though numbed with shock from this almighty blow, and the barrel spilled out half the bricks, some 14 floors below. I then outweighed the barrel and started down once more. I clung on tightly to the rope as I sped toward the floor, and clinging tightly to the rope, I sped toward the ground and landed on the broken bricks, scattered all around. I lay there moaning on the ground. I thought I'd passed the worst, when the barrel hit the pulley wheel and then the bottom burst. A shower of bricks fell down on me. 'Twas then I gave up hope, and lying there upon the ground, I let go the bloody rope. The barrel then was heavier and started down once more and landed right across me as I lay there on the floor. It broke 3 ribs in my left arm. My left arm. And I am here to say, I hope you'll understand why Patty's not at work today. Thank you.
Oh, we're gonna need a little help after that. This time we're gonna need some of y'all's help. This is you Aggies out there will like this. This is an old Lyle Lovett song, and Lyle's he's a graduate. Anyway, this one's called Cowboy Man. We got to keep up with this cowboy theory here, and cowboy theme. But we're going to do it a little different than the way Lyle did it. We're going to have a little break here in the middle, and we're going to need some help, some audience participation. So you guys pay attention, listen to the words close, and you'll know when it's your turn, and then you'll help us, okay? Now, y'all will help, right? You didn't. I didn't. No. Let's try that again. You will help, right? That's getting better.
If they don't, they'll walk up the hill.
There you go now. Now there's some incentive.
And I'll chase you with me, shillelagh.
She wore glass slippers. She had her head up high. She had a sparkle in her feet and a twinkle in her eye. She smiled at me as I wondered why. She said, looking for a cowboy to take me for a ride. He can roll me on the prairie. He can ride me on the plain. I will be his Cinderella if he'll be my cowboy man. She said, got a 40-gallon Stetson hat, 38-foot brim. We could dance along the outside, baby, till we both fall in. You can roll me on the prairie. You can ride me on the plain, and I will be your Cinderella if you'll be my cowboy man.
All right, now it's your turn to help us out a little bit. I need just the cowgirls. Come on, y'all can do better than that. I can know. All right, we'll find out. How about the cowboys? Cowboys, make some noise.
Come on, cowboys.
Cowboys, can you do better than the cowgirls? Okay, how about them folks from Brokeback Mountain?
I heard a few.
Oh, just checking, Cody.
I ain't never been no cowboy. Heaven knows I've tried. I keep riding tall in that saddle with that Cinderella by my side. And I can rub her on the prairie, and I can ride her on the plain. She will be my Cinderella, and I'll be her cowboy man. And I can rub her on the prairie, and I can ride her on the plain. She will be my Cinderella, and I'll be her cowboy man. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. You're a hard one, I know that you've got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you can hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. Now it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones you can get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. And freedom, oh, freedom, now that's just some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the winter time? The sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. Now you're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences and open the gate. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you.
Let somebody love you.
You better let somebody love you. Before it's too late. for it's too late. Looked out my door, I could tell my milk cow, tell by the way she low. Well, if you see my milk cow, please drive her on home. 'Cause I ain't had no milk and butter since my milk cow's been gone. Well, you gotta treat me right, baby, day by day. Get out your little prayer book, on your knees and pray. You're gonna need my help someday, girl. Oh, you're gonna be sorry you treated me this way. Oh, Teresa Zimmerman. Perfect girl. And oh, that sun sure looked good going down. I said, well, good evening. Oh, that sun sure looked good going down. Well, that old army cot gets lonesome when your sweet gal ain't around. Jim Anderson. Take a good look at that hair. It's milked quite a few cows. Woo. Sail on, sail on, sail on, little gal, sail on. Sail on, sail on, sail on, little gal, sail on. You're gonna keep right on sailing till you lose your ruddy home. All right, Teresa. How low can you go? Woo! I'd say that's pretty low now. What do you think about that, old man?
Oh, I can get a little bit lower.
All right. I tried everything, baby, to get along with you. Now I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop this crying, gonna leave you alone. And if you don't believe that I'm leaving, Big Mama, count the days that I'm gone. You're gonna need my loving. Ain't gonna find much left around here no more, girl. Yeah, you're gonna be sorry you treated me this way. Teresa, take us home, Milk Cow Blue.
Well, thank you very much. Singing lead and playing bass most of the evening, my older brother, Cody Anderson. Younger brother?
I'm telling Mom.
All right, for you non-believers out there, that's my son, Cody Anderson. I'm pretty proud of him. We want to dedicate this next song to all the veterans out there, and not only just the veterans, but this one goes to all the men and women who are in harm's way tonight, also giving us the chance to have the freedom to be here tonight and enjoy this beautiful evening in the fantastic Elkins Ranch.
You're here.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. There's pride in every American heart. It's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Some trails are happy ones, while others are blue. It's the way you ride the trail that counts, so here's a happy one for you. Happy trails to you, till we meet again. trails to you, smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song to bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
Good night, everybody. Boy, we sure are proud that you came down here and spent the evening with us. It was right a thrill for us. If you had a great time, be sure and tell all your friends about it. If you had a terrible time, tell your enemies. One way or another, tell somebody about the place. And be sure to come back to see us sometime. We hope that all of you travel safe and to come back to see us real soon. We do have CDs and tapes available, and I know Hody has some stuff available as well, not only a book, but a good CD. So please don't mind the unashamed plug. Help us out a little bit and join us in singing the last verse of Happy Trails again.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song to bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
Thank you, one and all.